this will be the second run. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. We've gone for like an hour or so, I believe. So let's do it again on a harder difficulty. Normal difficulty, here we go. I think I can get 1 or 2 more runs in. We'll have to see. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess the first one's gonna start with Ray of Disintegration, so let's do this. Alright, we've got our first plan. Alright. It's already starting out crazy. Here we go. Okay, so we're probably going to start with the relic. That's going to decide how things go. We're going to go with the 4-leaf clover. It's just a staple choice, and let's see what upgrades we've got. We're going to go with spell duration. This just increases the amount of time the laser lasts, I believe. Yep. So that lasts for a long time now. We get the Seed of Greed early on, which is impressive. Get a whole bunch of coins, another key, which is going to help us in the long run. Remember this path, hero? It wasn't like this before. Yeah, since the ancient god came, everything's gone nuts. Even the plants. They learn to move around and reshape themselves. The forest you once knew ain't the same anymore. Tricky. Well. Alright, well, this is already getting ridiculous starting out, so surely this is going to get even more stupid. Let's just quickly break through everything here. There we go. And, well, the game is asking me to do it again. God. Okay. So, yeah, no, our damage is going to start scaling ridiculously based on our coin amount. Game. Okay, enemies are dropping coins now, by an 8% chance margin. And, well, that was easy. God, the worst part is it's gonna get easier and easier. Okay, MP consumption for all wands is 80% less. Okay. Game, are you telling me you want to break the game again? Okay, well, I guess this is how we're gonna play it, I guess. Okay, well, more relics, I suppose. Okay, that is a lot of chests, unfortunately, I can't grab, which kind of sucks, but could be worse. Ah, well. It's a shame I can't get them, but it's fine. Grants immunity to ground spikes, grants immunity to venom and slime. This is going to help us in the long term, so we're going to grab that. Sadly, I can't really access any of the areas here, so I'm just going to go for more relics. And we'll just hope that's going to be enough. At the very least, our damage would slowly start to escalate here. There we go. Alright, Potion Strip, Electrified Crown, or Casket of Souls. I think we're gonna go Casket of Souls here. And we'll just quickly go into HP boost here. There we go, just casually do this. There we go. Seed of Greed is slowly reaching its pinnacle. Reduce enemy damage taken by... Oh, reduces enemy damage taken by 10. Well, the shield is certainly going to help, and we do have the petrification, but unless we get something that's going to aid us, I don't think that's going to really help too much. There we go. Hey, another key. Nice. Okay, we've got Precise Shot and Volley. Well, no reason to say no to Precise Shot. That's going to increase our crit rate a little bit. So a 20% chance to potentially crit on our laser is going to be better than nothing. Yes, it does mean that our laser does cast at a less of a time, but that's fine. And now we've got a HP boost because of the whole Seed of Greed thing. Let's grab some coins and continue. Okay, what's this? Doubles current key count or adds one key if none are owned. That's going to help really quite a bit. I might as well use it now because I don't really see a reason to keep it. So yeah, might as well use it now. Get 4 keys to start with. Not perfect, but it will do. Alright, let's get some more spells. Okay. Now if I can get something like poison, this would be even better. Or really anything, I think. Okay, let's see. Volley, Magic Bullet, or Slime Crystal. I guess Slime Crystal would be better, but I'd rather Poison if I could. The flow would be good, though. Ah, well. Health or... for spells. Let's go health. There we go. And purged. Okay, well, that's as much as I can do. I can't really get over to this side either, so... Time for the first boss. So, the only issue I'm gonna have is obviously the casting, slowing me down. But if I can, overcome that issue somehow, we're basically good. But thankfully, it's the poisonous spider egg, so we're not in a huge ordeal. Yeah. Thankfully, speed is proportionate to, Thankfully, those bullets are proportionate to my speed, so we can actually avoid it really easily. There we go. Got him. Yeah, this guy's really easy to deal with. That's good. We get ourselves a Scarlet Room, and we get ourselves a new wand. As for what wand we're going to go with, let's see. Boost damage by 50% while when MP consumption is below 10. I don't think we go with the Energizer wand, because that is going to be not as good for us. But I think we go with the Spell Swiftblade. This is going to allow us some significantly powerful capabilities here. So we're just going to rock this. We will do a Slime Crystal, and we'll have the duration as planned. Cooldown is kind of pointless for this, so we're not going to bother. But we will be moving faster because of this, so that's good. We just have to worry about the scatter, which is actually being reduced thanks to the precise shot boosts that we're getting. As for what we get, let's see. Well, we found our solution to our chest opening problem, so we're going to grab that. Drill would be nice, but I don't think we want to waste some HP on that. But we will get the replica gloves, because that will allow us to potentially cast twice, which will be fun. Yeah, so there will be a chance to do this in a random direction. So I guess that, in of its own right, is going to be hilarious to see. And the reason why the laser is now yellow is solely because, well, it's because of the slime crystal. It reduces the movement speed of targets, so that's going to help in a pinch. Yeah. Here we go. As for what we go with, I'm going to go with the more relic options. And for where we go, I'm going to go into the coin area. There we go. And because of the silver key, we can basically go and open any chest that we want without too much issue. We get Tears to Goddess. That's going to be better than Petrification, considering most of our spells currently are active. They're active casts, meaning that we need to be present for them to work. Oh, hello. Oh, never expected to find another human here. I thought I was done for. They always said this fortress was impenetrable, but who knew the monsters would break through? Camp? Cool. I'll head over there right away. Here's something I found earlier. Hope it helps. That is, not going to help as much as she thinks, but, it is nice to have. We can just re-roll it in a, blacksmith when we get the chance to go there. Not that we're probably going to go there, considering the prospector pickaxe is in our presence, but we'll do our best. There we go. There we go. Refreshes purchasable items and accessible doors in all rooms. I guess if we don't like the, options here, preferably I'd like a relic. Yeah, we can just re-roll here. So I'm gonna quickly just grab this. What do we get? We get a shop and a smithy. Okay. Then I guess we're gonna go to the smithy. We can randomly remove one curse. This is gonna be better than the Tears of the Goddess. We can double our key count. Might as well. That's gonna get us 10 keys. And for this, we get another key, which I regret using that so quickly, but whatever. Alright. Well, with that, we will go process quickly here. Okay, so first and foremost, I should probably recycle this to this. And let's see. Chain of Lightning is going to be useless. Hover. I'm not sure if Hover is going to be good. I mean, it does hover for 3 seconds, so it will stay there for a little bit, but that's about it. I don't think it's right here. Energy saving mode is kind of useless. Rock and ball, no. Overscatter would be nice. Well, not really, actually, would it? Not in this instance, anyways. Time duration enhance is certainly a better option here for us, because it'll make the Raid Disintegration last longer. Venom Crystal is absolutely necessary here, so we'll swap that for that. We'll go with the damage boost. That's just gonna help inherently. Rebound. I think Rebound's actually gonna help. Yeah, Rebound's gonna help quite a bit. We're gonna stick with Rebound then, and we just need to do some finagling here, I think. Don't need the pen, so I guess we'll leave it at that. Can't really combine anything here, so I guess off we go to get some more spells. Well, this is a way to certainly cast, I suppose. Alrighty. Let's see, what do we got? Volley and Tranquil Bloom. Okay, let's pop this open. This gives us a whole bunch of coins and another key, yet again. Get some more HP, I suppose. Okay. Purge these. There we go. Alright. Another relic. Perish. Behind the beams. Not as crazy as I would have expected for the build, but hey. Take what you can get. Alrighty. Large room, though. Alright, so we've got a choice between increasing damage, which we're definitely going to go for. I could go for the fast healing, but the damage is just way too good to pass up. That's just going to up our ante of damage output and make it even better for us. He's really trying, huh? Unfortunately for him, my laser's instant, so we get that advantage. Okay. Well, this might be a winner again, so I guess we'll go with automatic navigate here and lightning dash. At the very least, we can use lightning dash to convert it into a ray disintegration for the future. I'm going to replace time duration with the accuracy thing. This is just going to make the spells hone in, which is going to make our life a lot easier here. There we go. It'll just make our spells hone, which is exactly what we want here. There we go. So far, so good. And I guess we go Relic, because HP isn't going to be getting us much right now. Here we go. Easy peasy. As for our Relic, we've got Demon Mask, which increases crits. We can get Casket of Souls Tier 2, which gets us 255 damage, as opposed to the 128. We could also get some healing with Bloodthirsty Gaze, or increase our movement speed. I think in our best interest, we should probably go the crit rates. This is going to up the ante for our Ray of Disintegration critting, which I think is just, in general, the best thing for us right now. Here we go. Alright, we get Magic Reservoir, Accelerator, Laser, none of which really help me in this instance, so I'll just grab those passives. The passives are going to help me more in the long run, I think. Okay. Go get some more relics. Out. We're just going to stay in the back here just to keep ourselves preserved to some extent. Ow. Yeah, no, this is gonna be dangerous. Okay. There we go. Got him. Okay, so I can either expand the radius of the effects or increase damage. I'm going to forego the damage at this point, but we are going to get the magnifying glass to increase the size. So I think I know what we want to do, it's just a matter of doing it is the issue. And we've increased our damage by 10% here. There we go. So what we want to do is increase the size of this laser, I'm thinking. And if we do that, we will be very good. Okay. We get the, okay, Prospector Pickaxe 3. Damage has increased by another little bit. So basically our build is concentrated fire at this point. Concentrated damage, I should say, actually. So yeah, we're increasing our damage by 84%. Normally it'd be dealing 72, but that is not the case here. Yeah, this is concentrated violence at its peak. Mind you, the laser itself does only 16 damage per tick, so it's not that damaging, but it does scale. Ow. I'm just thankful I have that bend. There we go. Okay, let's open this. We can open this for free. Oh boy, curses. Okay, let's see. Has no effect, but it does take 20 damage if we do that. Increases all damage when at full HP, and by minus 30 when it's below full HP. We're gonna grab this, specifically. We're gonna remove the curse here. Oh, we got Resonance Rune, that's gonna be fun. I'm just going to grab all these curses, because why not? I feel like I can handle the issue, or the danger here. And there we go. Now, if I were at full HP, I could increase my damage by an additional 20%, but considering how much damage we're getting from the Prospector Pickaxe, it's not that bad a deal. But with the Resonance Rune, we can actually put this on the Microcosmic Embrace real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to have... Yeah, we're going to have Hand of Cthulhu here. And we're going to put some time duration enhancements on. So that way the Hand of Cthulhu will remain and basically act as a assistant to my damage output. Won't be perfect, but it will certainly be better than the alternative. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to go for spells here. Go. Oh, nearly got completely hit there. Let's see. Thunderstorm, Rock and Ball, and Tranquil Broom. We're going to actually go with Thunderstorm here. This is actually going to be slightly better for us. Although we do still need to get the area effect there raised. Oh, but we did get the Wealth Potion, so that's our damage problems going to increase to ridiculous degrees. Let's see if I can't milk out some extra cash here. I don't think I can in this room, but I'll certainly try. Alright, so I've got to make sure I don't get hit here is the problem. But we can do this to increase our damage output. That increased it by 57 coins, so our damage is now 154 times what it originally would be. That's going to be fun. As for Thunderstorm, unfortunately this only works when using other wands, so it's not going to cast as fast. So it's better if I just use Hand of Cthulhu here. Just so I have a summon that's dealing more damage on the side. Ow. Okay, yeah, I'm probably not going to get the relic here. Or rather, I'm not going to get the Scarlet Rune here. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I wasn't getting that Scarlet Room even if I tried hard enough. Ah, well. Alright, let's see. Ideally, we want more slots. Okay, we got the same thing as before, or we could use the Energized Orb, which allows the use of MP from this wand when MP of other wands is insufficient. As it stands, I think we do want the Energized Orb here. This is going to help us long-term. Yes, it does mean sacrificing the Microscopic Embrace. So it's really a choice between, do I want the... Well, I guess we keep Swift Blade, because that's better. But we can't really utilize this for other purposes. So at this point, we do need to actually come to an agreement on what we're going to do with this build here. Because right now, it's not going to be enough for the long term. Which is a bit of a bummer, but we have to mix it up. I don't think this is it. Yeah, so as it stands, the build is okay, but it's not going to be enough for long term. I could do Thunderstorm, but that's not going to be enough, I don't think. The Hands of Cthulhu aren't going to be enough either. We need something. Yes, the damage output of the laser is nice, but it's not going to carry us through to the end. Okay. Okay, there we go. Well, at least we seem to be dodging good. That's good enough to start with. We're going to go with Wild Tentacles. This is just going to increase our movement speed while we're casting. But obviously, we're going to need a way to prevent ourselves from being so slow. If you do that, that's going to be good enough. For now, though, let's process some things here. Maybe I can get some double downs on just certain things. Alright, let's see. We don't need that. That's going to get us Precise Shot upgraded. That's going to add to our surplus of upgrades. Okay. What else can I do here? I guess let's try and replace Hover for something. Magic Reservoir increase, that's going to help this, that's for sure. What else can I do here? Well, I could do this. Does that increase the size, though? It doesn't look like it increases size, which is a bummer. Although it could work on Thunderstorm, to be fair. This would upgrade this, so that way we got another extended duration. This does mean that our duration is now 7 seconds long, which is ridiculous. I don't really need another automatic navigate, so... Although charge could be the answer to my problems. Okay, let's give charge a try. Alright, we've got it. We're just a very hyper-focused laser build now. And I guess in the area here, we can see about trying to get something else, but I don't think that's the case. And because of the Energized Orb, it actually carries the rest of the charge that we need here. And because of how long to cast, we don't need to worry too much. So we've found our mojo. Hey! Alright, that's our build. We've got it. We are going to want the Cloud Piercer here. This is going to allow us to penetrate walls, making our combat all the better. Yes, we do end up sacking the rebound benefits, but that's fine. Yeah, no, this is it. We've got it. A hyper-focused beam that concentrates multiple times on an enemy. This is exactly what we needed. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Let's see if I can get lucky and get some crits. Well, there you go. More crits. Let's throw down another throw. If I can get that, that'd be really nice. But I wouldn't say no to extra damage. But we get the volley plus, which is good enough. I would go after this more, but I think it's in our best interest that we abandoned ship. We're gonna get more HP. There we go. Alright, our build's getting stupid now. Oh boy, 2 potions. Now we've got Chain Lightning and Orbits. Oh boy. How does Chain Lightning look? Not as good as I was hoping. Okay, how about Orbit then? Okay, Orbit's just a ring. While that is nice, I don't think that's the way to go. We're gonna stick with the extra damage boost. Although it is nice to think about. Alright, we're gonna go with... Well, first let's open this. Let's see what we got. Forges all spells in inventory. Considering we don't need any of these, I think it's in our best interest that we do recycle them, so let's do it. What do we got? We got a number of things. Mainly just spells that we can't really utilize as much as I can. And we got granted temporary shield equivalent to a lost HP, which not going to be useful as of now, but it will be useful in the future, I'm sure. I guess I could drink this real quick. Not that we really need it, but yeah. Thank you for the follow, Lemcrocs. Much appreciated. Grab this and this. Let's see. When the spell deals critical hits, randomly traction 1 other enemies within a radius of 7 meters and deals equal damage. I believe this is a decent choice, but it's not going to affect our crit too much. Well, it would affect our crit rate by a little bit. So whenever we crit, we traction enemies into the range, I guess. Would this work? I don't know. Let's give it a shot. I'm quite curious to see if it actually works. Yes, we'll be sacrificing 25% damage, but we already got 149 damage, so whatever. Let's see how it works. Oh. Okay. Because of the crit rates, it's probably gonna work out. Okay. We can either get, for every curse, all damage plus 10. We can go for a raw damage increase. We can get some invisible wings if we take damage. And an increase... Oh, wait. It also increases movement speed. I'm gonna go with Beast Fangs. We just need more damage. That's what our build requires, I think, above all else. There we go. We'll get this. Increase our damage output. There we go. That's going to bring us to 160. Okay, well, 2 casts enough to just really nuke this guy down, huh? Well, that works in our favor, I guess. Okay, Venom Crystal Plus and Radius Boost. I don't know if this is going to help, really, but it is still there. Yeah, no, the Radius Boost does nothing for the Grave Disintegration, unfortunately. I would love it to do something, but that's just not viable here. To that end, we need more mana if we want this to be independent from the Energized Orb, but we can't really do much unless we need something to increase these slots if we were to go stick with the Swift Blade. Alas. We're doing well, so it's alright. This is a ridiculous build, though. Damn. But, yeah, no, the only thing we're really lacking from this build, I think, is just the ability to move normally when we're casting. If we can get that, that's going to make us really impossible. Well, it's going to make things a lot easier for movement-wise. Okay. Bruise visibility, liquid carrying limits, dodge, or electrify crown. I'm going to go with the 4-leaf clover. This is just going to make us harder to hit. And considering our HP values, that's probably going to be for the best. There we go. But yeah, no, as you can see, casting is making us slower, so if we can find a resolution to that, that's going to make our life 100 times easier. Alright, what is in here? Oh, boy. It's this. Let's do it. Okay, come on. Dodge, 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 dodge. Out, out. Ow. Ow. Okay, game. We've already used Arcane Nova. Come on. Do we use it again? Nah. I don't like it. While it is interesting, I don't think it's the way to go for this. I think we're better off just doing this. This is good enough for me. There we go. Yeah, no, this is perfectly fine. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go with Resonance Rune and Umbilical Cord, although we're probably gonna lose the Umbilical Cord to keep the range boost, and we're gonna lose the... Yeah, we don't need the Rocket Ball. Take that. that's just gonna have to be good enough. We'll go into the processing just so we've got something. Alrighty. We can reforge this, I suppose, into something else. But nothing really sticks out there, so we're actually going to leave it as is. I really shouldn't have done that, to be quite honest. I sacrificed like 30 coins doing that. Well, we don't really need it, but we do have that. I guess I can reforge it into something else, though. Tranquil, no. There we go. Another precise shot. So if I ever need to improve my, or decrease the scatter, I could do that and just give myself even more crit rates. It would sack the whole targeting system, which we built thus far. But to be fair, we could just aim it ourselves, so there's nothing stopping us from doing this. The automatic navigate just helps, if anything. Anyways, don't need this. This combines the lasers into 3, which gives us the option to recycle these if we so desire. Okay. The game is really eager to get me back into Lazer, but I'm not going to do that. We don't need this. Eh. Well, we've got Rainbow here. But we don't need to do that. Although, it is a funny look, though. Alas. We're going to go to spells. There we go. Yeah, so aside from the honing... I think the homing actually helped us a little bit. At least it helped target the enemies quite better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the automatic navigate back on. Yes, this means that we sacrifice strong traction, but that's fine. I do not know, to be quite honest. This is just I'm just really lucky when it comes down to it. It's stupid. I guess this might be a case of streamer luck, maybe? Because normally I don't get that. Normally I don't. And the worst part is I want to keep it, you know, fresh and unique. That's why I'm not taking it and using it. That's why I've resorted to this laser build instead. Although, then again, this build is in of its own right crazy just because of the Prospector pickaxe, so there's that. There we go. What do we got here? Well, I guess more damage wouldn't hurt. Bugger it. I guess we're going a high damage laser build. We don't even need the potion that's in our hotbar. We get regen quite good enough as is. The only thing that's affecting us negatively is speed. There you go. GG, we didn't get hit. And of course we get the dash set. Oh god. Nice. Alright, well, that's nice. Let's see. We can make this more ridiculous with the Staff of Wisdom, I guess. MP cost 80%, MP cost 90%. Yeah, no, we're going Staff of Wisdom here. Alright, we're a little slower because we sacked this, but we get way more. And because of the, Oh, but the cast time is horrible. Oh, cast interval, I mean. Yeah, so the cast interval is, 3 times as worse, but I think we can find ways around that issue. At the very least, we can increase our damage, quite a bit as a result of this, so that's good enough. Let's see, what do we got? I guess we'll go for the... we'll grab the ability to fly, that's just going to help us in the long term. And do I want to risk the Explorer hats? Nah. Grab that. Alright, this is going to be our build now, I guess. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything here. Just wondering if I can do anything else. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. Yeah, no, I guess that's the best I can do. I'm just gonna have to upgrade the wand and reduce the cast interval somehow. I don't think there is a way to reduce cast interval, but I could be wrong. If there's gonna be a way, it's probably gonna be in here, isn't it? In the shop. But you know what? It's fine. Wow, this place is so... round? Really? Just that one? And kinda reddish. Well, regardless, we're getting closer to the ancient god. The monsters here should prove pretty dangerous, so watch your back. Nah, a bit more pinkish. Okay. Okay, well... Well, you know what? I did need a reforge, so I guess this works. Let's use it. Okay, Avada-Kedavra, we get... Alright, split could work. I don't think it's gonna work in the, better sense, though, so... CD would be reduced down to 0. Although... Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. But we do have a extended duration, which is good. And we've got the split, which is in of its own right ridiculous. And once we get to a forge, we can actually convert these time durations into one big number. That's good enough. And I guess we got the forge, so there you go. Oh, that's what we needed. I think we need a cooldown. Easy peasy, yep. Oh god. My ears. Ow. Okay, maybe not the smartest idea to use split then. And even then, it only focuses in a set area, so it's not exactly that good for us. As much as I want it to be. Oh yeah, no, that duration is ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna go to the forge here. Quickly get rid of those. There we go. And let's start by combining these together. And we've got ourselves a spell duration of 6 seconds. which is stupid silly. Alright. We've got another one of these magic reservoirs. That's just going to help our energized orb carry more mana. So when this inevitably does cast with ridiculous amounts of mana, we're basically good. Over Scatter, unfortunately, is not going to cut it, so we need something else. I could do Forced Cooldown 30, which would bring this down to 0.07 seconds. But that isn't actually going to affect our laser, unfortunately. Even though the damage is ridiculous in its own right. How much poison are we doing? Over 4k poison, if we full cast it. God, that's ridiculous. And that's not even optimized. God. Let's just move this here, move this here. Okay. I think the best course of action would be to upgrade charge mode, if I could. Split is not going to cut it, so we're not going to be relying on that. But we could get a damage boost, so that might be in our best interest. Or we could get another time duration, so why not? Okay, well, I managed to get enough for a plus Frost Crystal, so I guess I can wear that as well. That's going to allow us to freeze the enemies for 3 seconds. This applies also poison on top of it. And you know what? We may as well throw the damage boost on there. That should be good enough to carry us through to the end here. Okay, well... that works. I guess the laser just does too much damage. That's the only thing that's stopping it, really. And you know what? We may as well get the tree shoulder guards just to keep us safe. That's probably going to be the only amount of damage reduction that we're probably going to get through the run. But, alas. Oh boy, this. I remember this. Okay. Okay, so specifically I wanted to do... I need it this way. So that way I can do this. Okay, and then we do this. I think. Okay, so we're almost there. We just need to get this over to here. Okay, we're almost there. Done. Are you kidding? Okay, game. I see your game. I see you just want to increase my duration to ridiculous levels so I don't stop casting. Infinite Laser does work. Yes, it does. Okay, I guess technically I don't need the damage boost because the duration's actually going to be more damaging at this point. Yeah, so this is a duration of 6, 12... 15.5 on top of everything. Let's see how long it goes for. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, yes, no, I need the relic that actually allows me to move faster. This is ridiculous. Okay, that's just one full room, I guess. Okay, what can I do to make this even more chaotic? I don't think there is much I can do, huh? The only thing that's not really helping me is actually the forced cooldown, so I actually want to get rid of that. And then I can just increase my damage output, which wouldn't hurt in the slightest. We just go with that, and that's probably going to be the endgame build for the most part. Do we need to recycle? We don't really need to, but we could get this into something else, like Precise Shots, and then combine that together to make something, but nah. Here we go. Okay. And let's just get rid of the curses. Why not? Okay. So yeah, you can see why I wanted to stream this. It's actually pretty wacky. God. Well, I don't need the Wand Spirit, but it's nice to have. At the very least, I could refresh it to try and get multi-shot or something, I don't know. Depends what we run into. There we go. Alright, what is this? This is potential HP increase. Worth a shot. Alright, let's see. Finally! Casting spells no longer reduce movement speed. So now I can cast and move at full movement, so I can dodge properly. That's exactly what I needed to make this build shine. Now we're truly ready. Alright, well, the only other thing that we needed was Bloodthirsty Gaze, so it works. Okay, and now we're on to a more difficult boss fight. I'm not sure whether we'll come out of this alive, but we can certainly try. Alright, it does seem like we're actually nuking him, so there you go. Ow. There we go. Okay, I was worried there for a sec. This guy is a real troublesome individual, but we managed to do it in the end, so that's good enough. Well, damn. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go with the Mimicry Cube. That's just no question about that. And we've got ourselves another black bowl. That's gonna be nice. Now the question is what I put the Mimicry Cube to. I mean, it would be funny to do more duration, but no. We shouldn't. I suppose I could guarantee my crits. Double poison would also work as well, wouldn't it? We do get like 3k poison with the damage that we're outputting right now, so doubling down on the poison would actually do ridiculous amounts, I think. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. At the very least, it would shred bosses if we do that. Okay, ridiculous towers much. Alrighty then. Okay, I think this is the time that we actually don't go to a relic shop, and we don't go to relics and we get a shop. It seems like a silly move, but we do need these shields, so we're gonna grab that, ideally. Just to help us with the final boss when we do eventually get to it. Got some ridiculous things here, though. Why not? The main reason is that if I do come across it, there is a relic that increases your damage based on your keys. So if for some god no reason I get it, it's there. Ow! Alright, well, let's see. Volley, rainbow, butterfly, okay, let's just grab this. Bugger it. Can't be arsed. Yeah, no, there's a... I believe I saw it recently, but there is a relic that does give you damage based on your keys. Well, if there's one other thing that's going to make us even more overpowered... Let's see. Unable to attack within 2 seconds after taking damage. That doesn't matter to us, so we're going to take that. For every curse, damage increases by 10. Chests have a chance to open their mouths. That's actually a fun one, so we'll grab that. And we can only shoot into 4 diagonal directions. That is absolutely not what we're going to take. Even though that would be funny, that is not okay. Oh, whoop, I accidentally cast it. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. This is what happens when you cast it only once. You know, actually... let's take off the charge. Oh, okay, so no, the charge is actually helping us quite a lot. It is the core of the build, really. Alright, let's wait for this to cool down. Alright, perfect. There we go. Back to our regularly scheduled program of nuking everything. Okay. And we are up to 186 damage, which is stupid. Alright, let's keep going. Ow. Oh, lovely. Well, let's see. I guess... yeah, let's go Soulbone Armor. And we also get the Knight's Helm, which reduces indiscriminate damage. We don't have indiscriminate damage currently, but that'll be nice to have. Oh boy, it's one of these. Let's see. How was it that I did it? Do this, this, this. I think I did it wrong. No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. And we get another Avada Kedavra. Well, if I wanted to change up the damage type, I could do an Avada Kedavra build. The game really wants me to have something else, but I don't really want to do that. Sorry, but the lasers are staying. Ow. At least for this run. We'll change it up as every time we run through this, so... There we go. There we go. HP. I think really all we need is HP, but, yeah, we're gonna keep going HP at this point. Well, I guess this is the way to do damage as well. HP, and now we got a choice between a shop and whatnot. So, let's see. I think we're gonna go process. Yeah, this is the final room until we go into the final boss. So, I could use like some protection, but whatever. Okay, track is certainly a good tool. Well, I got track at least, I guess, but that's not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's see, what do we got here? Hold on. Let's convert that into multi-shot. Okay, so I guess I got 2 of those now. So I could sacrifice Precise Shot, or I could sacrifice the time duration for more. I'm gonna go with the swap here, just to get us some more, so I can cast it 3 times, which will increase the damage output to a ridiculous degree. We'll probably keep the track, because that will allow us to trigger on an enemy. I don't know. No, you know what? Let's actually keep to what we've got currently. I'm gonna swap this. Just so we can actually get Charge Mode Plus. So now this will channel even more times compared to this, which this channels up to 12 times. This channels up to 6 times. You know, now I think about it, couldn't I just do... Yes, I can. Alright, the lasers become more ridiculous. Okay. And the alternative is this. And both are ridiculous in their own way. Okay. I think we've answered the question of what we're doing then. We are going to go over to the... Go here. Well, we've got another increase here. Let's do that. Let's just get the magic reservoir up to a ridiculous amount. And then we'll go over to... Hmm. Well, that's another Venom Crystal, I guess, so we can sack the Frost Crystal, I guess. And just triple down onto poison, I suppose. And I guess I could swap out the Frost Crystal for something else. And that doesn't really get me anything, but that's fine. Alright, we've got our build. As ridiculous as it is. Alright, let's do this. So, for this, we're getting 12 times... Well, we're casting this... We're casting Lazer 3 times per charge, so that's 36 if we were to use this. But if we were to sack one of the multi-shots, we could reduce it down up to... So that's 18 by 2, so that's... 1 second, I need to do some quick calculations here. Yeah, no, it's looking like it's gonna hit, like, ridiculous amounts. Yeah, that's why I'm calculating how many times, how many lasers are coming out first before I figure out what to do next, so... If I were to go by 18 by 2... Okay, so... This is roughly the same amount. So if I were to go with charge mode here, and I were to go with multi-shot once... Well, multi-shot twice, it's basically the same number. So in this instance, instead, what I want to do, which is probably going beyond what I'm, you know, expecting to do, but yeah, the only issue is the charge up. That's the only thing. So if I were to take both instances, technically this would do even more damage. That's the only thing that's stopping us, the charge up. But if I can overcome that issue, well, there you go. I could technically also use the Mimicry Cube to focus on the multi-shot as well. Actually, now that I think about it, why don't I just do this? What have I done? Oh no. Alright, let's see how this is. Okay, Okay, so if I manage to yeah, no. If I manage to charge all of this... prepare your ears. That is, 44 damage, not including crits. That is 47.3k damage with poison alone. Oh god. I think we have our build, don't we? Alright, let's do this. And to think we also have the Awakening Potion that I've saved, so I guess technically this adds to it, doesn't it? Oh god. Alright, well... Let's do it. I just have to dodge, that's all I do. Alright, it's time. Here we go. Perish. So, yeah, that's my second run in. What the hell? Okay. GG. Found another heart. Yep. It's similar to the last one. But there isn't another poor soul trapped inside. Yeah, no, the build was just stupid. I barely even upgraded my character to boot. This is stupid. Wait. Another? 2 tentacle girls. That's so cool. Why so worked up? What do you mean by so cool? I mean, these monsters are so cruel, harming innocent girls. Let's get back and see if there's another victim inside, alright? Right. And that's round 2. Oh god. Yeah, no, this is fun. I'm gonna enjoy this. Or at least I'm gonna enjoy throwing streams out. Incredible! You always bring surprises. What did you bring back this time? This thing looks similar to the last one. What would it be? Oh no. Is another girl trapped inside? Hero, you've gotta save her. This thing feels so familiar. I want to try opening it. Yeah, no, he has a backpack with an arm. It's all mechanical and all that. Oh, okay. What was that? Why did it run away? Looks like another human sacrifice. Like Lillian. But she seems more corrupted. She's even wary of humans. Poor girl. I might have known her before. Well, damn. That is 2 runs in, and that's ridiculous. Hero, reaching this far might have alerted the ancient god. They're exerting more influence in our world, making the monsters outside even more dangerous. I'm worried about the girl who ran to the forest earlier. If you come across her, make sure to bring her back. My brave hero, the heart you retrieved this time is also highly valuable for research. This time I've managed to extract even more chaotic cores. Hopefully they'll make your adventures a bit easier. Perfect timing. I got some new research projects here. Drop by when you have a chance. Grab those. Looks like he underestimated you, making this far. But since the Demon King hasn't been defeated, it's not over yet. Don't worry. With me protecting you, nothing will happen. You said we needed your protection. But I still appreciate your efforts. Hello. Alright. Now we get access to classes so we can shift things up a little. This is probably going to be the best thing that we're going to have available to us. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I think I'll start with the Magician set. It's a fun one if you know what you're doing. This corrupted girl looks so familiar. Like, former companion. We've got 3 chaotic cores, so we can just invest into the elemental spell pack, the supply pack, and the triggered spell pack. So that's going to be fun to access when we get to it. Until then, though, we just want to upgrade this, I think. We're going to start by upgrading the shortcuts. This will just give us more of a chance to go through the area. Do we want anything else from here? We're actually going to abstain for now. Mainly because I just want to get these upgrades out of the way. And that's going to leave us with 1 point left. And we'll worry about the details later. Okay. And at this point, now we can focus on everything else. What do we go with? Let's go with another wand slot. This is just going to allow access to more wands and give us more variety in builds. And do we go with that? No. Let's aim for 40 and something. We'll get more HP. Why not? There we go. Alright, and that is going to be the second run basically complete. I think we'll do one more run, and then I'll wrap things up. So, give me a hot second. I'm just going to end the recording, and we will be back in a moment.